Good morning, students. I wanted to post a video discussing the agenda and the expectations in the coming weeks in regards to your sociology class. So when you guys access Google Classroom, what you will see is you'll see an announcement here, just me kind of talking about hoping your quarantine is going well and that you guys are staying healthy and safe and utilizing this time to catch up on schoolwork or to-dos or just spend some extra time with family. Maybe pick up a new hobby, but it looks like we'll be quarantined here for a little bit longer. So here is to our e-learning days that we will be participating in for the coming weeks. The next announcement you will see is the e-learning agenda. So I have outlined the agenda until April 10th. And then the next agenda, if I need to do another e-learning agenda. Again, a lot of this is on a week-by-week basis, so the information we receive, we obviously will keep you posted, but I have only outlined through April 10th at this point to not overwhelm any of you as you are getting a lot probably through all of your classes as of right now. So when you access the e-learning agenda, it'll look something like this. Very similar to the one that I posted originally, but obviously it's updated to the dates after spring break. A couple of the things, make sure you send me an email if you're having internet issues, if you need hard copies or if something is not going right, if you're confused or overwhelmed. Please, I cannot encourage you enough to just send me an email and communicate that with me, okay? I have my email on my phone, so I get those pretty quickly, and I respond as soon as I receive any questions or concerns. So something to look forward to or look for this week is if you did not finish your Unit 3 post-test or your Unit 2 post-test or your Unit 3 pre-test, be on the lookout for an email from me. I'm going to try to send out the code and see if we can get those updated just so I can have those finalized assessments. And we'll see how we do assessments moving forward. Okay? So, this week, today is kind of a review and catch-up day. So I'm still missing some assignments from some students. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys another day to kind of go through and figure out what you need to do, what you need to turn in. Make sure that if you are doing it electronically, you are uploading it to Google Classroom and you are hitting submit and turn in, so then I have access to it. But a couple of things that you need to make sure that you have done. Make sure that somebody in your group has turned in the cultural awareness video. Make sure you have done that reflection. That was the individual portion. Everybody should do that reflection. If you have a hard copy and you wrote it out and you want to take a photo and send that to me via email, that would work. If you just want to type up what you had originally handwritten, you can do that as well. After that, you guys had to complete your Unit 3 case study introducing our next unit, which is on social structure. So I'll talk about that here in a second. And then I started you guys on the status and roles practice worksheet, introducing the two terms that are really important for the social structure unit as a whole. If you have any late or missing work, if your grade is not what you want it to be right now, remember you can still get all of that turned in. So, what we will do tomorrow is I'm going to post on Google Classroom just a multiple choice quiz. It's just for me to kind of see how we understand these terms of status and role, achieved and ascribed. So if you would like to prepare, if you've done the worksheets and you've read the case study, you will be set to go. But it just gives me an idea of maybe what I need to talk about before I assign you the character analysis worksheet that you guys will begin on block day. After you do the character analysis worksheet, you guys will start a worksheet on how we perform our roles. So I want to talk about what these worksheets look like. So the first one here is your character analysis. So after you guys have learned about the terms status and role, achieved and ascribed, what I want us to think about is how we identify with a particular character or an individual through TV shows or television or books or movies or short stories. And I want us to identify the statuses that they hold and the roles that they are performing attached to those particular statuses. And what you'll do is you'll fill this sheet out accordingly. Okay, so it's just 6 questions. You can pick any character that you want that resonates with you. And then I challenged you, since you have some time on your hands, to maybe rewatch the show or the movie or reread the book to be reintroduced to the character that you resonated with, okay, or that resonated with you. So that's the first assignment that you will work on come block day. And then next week is when you guys will start this assignment here. So performing the roles of our statuses. And so what you'll see, you'll need your book for this, so hopefully you guys brought that home. Otherwise, I did post the PowerPoint online, so there is good information in the PowerPoint for you to also complete this activity. But it's just going through pretty detailed on what these terms mean to get us thinking about social structure as a whole. And then I have you guys practicing here at the bottom these 2 terms, role conflict or role strain. So so those are what you'll do. Those are the worksheets you'll do in the next couple of weeks. So when you guys get to block day of next week, which is according to the state, again, we get our information kind of sporadically, is a potential return to school day would be after April 7th, although we are under social distancing until April 30th, according to our president. So please make sure that you are just keeping up to date on what the state of Illinois is stating about education and quarantine, as well as what Mr. Kilgore is sending out through emails, okay? But what we have for that block day is review and catch up. So things that you've had to work on while we have been quarantined, make sure that you're getting these things done and turned in. So before spring break, I had you guys complete this case study and then this extra practice worksheet. So I wanted to pull up this worksheet here and talk a little bit about what these terms are. So social structure as a whole in the case study, hopefully you guys, when reading it, understand that social structure is the interconnectedness in the relationship between individuals, the statuses that we hold, and the behaviors that are attached to our particular statuses. So how we, for instance, I'm a teacher, so how I am performing the status of being a teacher or a wife or a sister or a daughter, as some examples. So that case study talks about how connected we are. So obviously through social networking and social media today, we are very, very connected, more so connected now than we ever have been in the past. So those 6 degrees of separation that you read about, they always mention Kevin Bacon, 6 degrees of separation. But the idea is that between 6 connections, you would be connected to somebody that you know. Now we understand, hopefully, that those steps are much shorter. So it could be like 2 or 3 people, and you know somebody else. And so we're very, very connected, essentially. So then after that case study, you guys had to complete this worksheet. So again, your social structure is just the interconnectedness of statuses and roles that guide human action and human behavior. So your status is your social position in society. So for instance, a social position that every single one of you guys have would be you are students, okay? The roles attached to being a particular student, you want to think about the behaviors that go along with you guys being students. So doing homework, being respectful, being on time, being responsible, studying for tests are just some roles or behaviors that are attached to a particular status. So then there's different types of statuses. Okay, so you have an ascribed status and an achieved status. An ascribed status is something that you cannot change. Okay, so for instance, an ascribed status of mine would be that I am a female and that I am a daughter and that I am a sister. Okay, so those are ascribed, things you cannot change. And then achieved would be for me, a wife, a teacher, anything that you've worked towards in your life is an achieved status. So that's not something inherently that you have that is unchangeable. Okay, that would be ascribed. And then your master status is a status that is taking up a large portion of your life. So for instance, my master status is obviously going to be related to my profession as a teacher, and then obviously as a wife, and then I could also say a mother, since I'll be I am and I will be here when baby Haas arrives in June. Okay, so those are your master statuses. So for a long period of time, a status that is dictating your behaviors. Okay, so then I had you guys go through and identify. So here's an example. Okay, student is a status, roles, studies, participate, does homework. Think about, what does a doctor do? What does a homeless man do? Millionaire, news reporter. What are the behaviors that go along with those particular statuses? Okay, so hopefully that goes over some of that content with you. When you guys get here, okay, you're going to be answering just similar questions, but instead of analyzing statuses and roles of yourself, you're going to be doing that to your character. And then when you get to performing the roles, please understand that when we are performing our particular roles attached to a status, that sometimes we fall short. We can't always perform perfectly or exceptionally because we're juggling a lot of statuses. So some of you are students, some of you are athletes, some of you have a job. So all of those are statuses that you have at the same time. So maybe you're being a really good student one day, but then you might be falling short and not performing as an athlete as well as you wanted because that bio quiz or that chemistry quiz really kept you up, and now you're not going to perform as well for your meet the next day or whatever it might be. So when we are performing our particular roles attached to our status, we sometimes experience role strain and role conflict. So your book does a good job explaining what each of those are. And then when we come back, I'll post another video next week or the week after, and I'll kind of explain what each of those terms mean. But I obviously want you guys to go through and learn from the book and the material provided to you and complete this worksheet appropriately. Okay, but we want a social structure in general is thinking about how we as individuals interact with people around us, how we play a role in our society, how society affects us, and all of these layers from the most individual of us to types of society, to hunting and gathering, to industrial, to post-industrial societies. So it's a very big unit. So I will make sure to be giving you information as we move forward. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to be posting all the assignments here in a second. You'll be able to see them and do them at a time that works best for you. They have due dates to make it easy for you, and you can also see by the e-learning agenda when things would be due. If you have questions, please send me an email, and I hope you all are staying safe and healthy and enjoying your time at home.